am. Like I said, 4 weeks out.
Very good.
I know, isn't that so cute? Bradley has a treat for you, Boo Bear. She is loving all the new like little things to jump on.
Tuna with salmon.
Ooh, bodybuilder Boo Bear. First morning in our new apartment. Coffee, my Boo Bear mug. This is blueberry cobbler coffee, and every time I brew it, well, every time, it's been 2 times, it makes the entire apartment smell like a Dunkin' Donuts blueberry muffin, which is one of the best things. Today, we did a really good job yesterday, like getting stuff done, especially Bradley. Bradley was like a beast, getting everything built and everything moved. It was a long day, and today we get to do the fun stuff, which is going to like Home Goods and some home decor stores. I want to get some nice blankets and towels, placemats. We definitely need bar stools, and then a runner for the kitchen, all that fun stuff, just to make it feel very homey, but it's definitely getting there. And I want to get some flowers. I didn't get flowers yesterday, and I feel like that'll be our final touch. But I'm gonna start the day off with my fasted cardio. Yesterday was a full rest day, so that was awesome. But I have 45 minutes this morning, so I'm gonna head down to the gym. I think it's gonna be really pretty after I get some caffeine in me. Just got back from cardio. The gym down there was beautiful. It was awesome, Bradley. Like, it was really nice.
Yeah.
So I got down there, but the first one, the treadmill wasn't working. And then I went to the other elliptical, and the other elliptical wasn't working. So I was like, ah, shoot. But then I did this other one. It was like an arc trainer. And my fasted cardio right now, I'm just doing like 45 minutes, and I'm keeping my heart rate between like around 130, 135. So low intensity, steady state, but holding it there. That way it's not taking like a huge toll on my body, just getting some cardio burn. Because those of you that are new here, first of all, I'm Alani. I compete in bodybuilding competitions, but I'm also a fitness and nutrition coach. So, but still incorporating cardio right now, just so that I can be having my movement higher. Obviously, I'm in an extreme right now because I am in prep. So my food is very low, my cardio is very high. But for all my like online girls where they're just working towards building muscle or losing fat, don't need to do that much cardio. My biggest recommendation is, first of all, always make sure your nutrition is in check, because that's what's going to make the body composition change that you want to see. But that's my little coach spiel. But that's what I'm doing for fasted cardio right now. I did a little bit of abs. I did some decline crunches, and then I did some hanging leg raises just to get some core work. And then now I'm gonna make some breakfast, and then we are gonna get on with the move, which is so exciting. This is so much fun. And this kitchen is just so beautiful. I'm so excited to cook. I have some chicken that I'm gonna cook for both of us later. Some mahi. Bradley's making breakfast. But I have this hydration mix that I've been doing after my cardio. I aim for like about a gallon of water a day, but this stuff, I mean, it just tastes good too. So, but I've been doing hydration after my cardio, so I'm like pretty dehydrated after that. My first meal, get some protein in before we go shopping. And this is, like, good? Yeah, that's what, 1 egg?
So it's 2 eggs.
Okay.
It's 2 eggs and then 200 grams of egg substitute. But the egg substitute's just egg white.
That's so crazy.
So it's all protein. So this is 32 grams of protein. Salt, pepper, paprika.
Mm-hmm. So much better than normal egg whites, because it's like I always do normal egg whites as the protein source, but this, it's like it tastes like whole eggs, which is awesome.
And everyone thinks eggs are like super high protein, but you have to eat so many eggs to get a decent amount.
I always tell my clients that whole eggs, obviously they're great, like micronutrient wise, but it's a fat source. It's not a protein source. Egg whites are the protein source for sure. Delicious.
I'm filming. How do I change the camera?
Then you take the little toggle thing, and then you can like, yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
YouTuber.
I feel like I'm at show and tell. This is what I made for breakfast. See, it keeps tracking.
I know you can't do that. That's why you set it up there, Bradley.
Okay. Show and tell. All right, I got.
You can't see your face, but it's okay.
That's okay.
He's gonna learn. He's gonna learn.
Yeah, I don't do this. All right. 66 grams of sourdough, 1 blueberry English muffin, 2 grams of butter. I'm skinny. And
where is your waist?
Exactly. 200 grams of, it's not egg whites, but basically egg whites, and 2 eggs, a little salt, and then everything bagel seasoning and some paprika, and a little Fairlife milk. It was like, what, 58 grams of protein?
I think so. And what, 600 calories?
Yeah, like 650 calories.
Hold on,
I could just do like that. All right, there we go. Now we're good. Awesome. So.
And I am ingredient prepping because you guys know we don't meal prep. We prep our lean protein.
Very good.
Bringing a couple of meals with me. I'm wrapping up my ingredient prep. I just had my mahi finish up. That's what I love. I literally just throw a couple proteins in the oven and let them cook while I was like making my breakfast, and then it's done and I don't even have to think about it because, again, smarter, not harder. But I did pack a couple of meals. This one is my mahi as my protein. I made it into a salad, and then I have some shrimp and asparagus here. Again, just so I don't get hangry, and I'm gonna be good on my meal timing for the rest of the day, since I do need to be definitely more on it right now, like in bodybuilding prep. But I'm gonna pack these with me, keep them in the car in like a little cooler. That way, once I get hungry, it's time for a meal. Mom is here to take over and organize. We've had such a squad with us the past few days getting everything together, and Bradley and I are about to head out and do the fun part. My mom gets to do the boring organizing part and unbox stuff for us, thank gosh, because I do not want to do that. And I don't have the brain power right now to think about where things can go. So we're gonna head over to HomeSense, Home Goods, Target, all those places, and try and find some fun stuff. So let's do it. I think we found our bar stools. Bradley and I were saying we wanted something comfy, and they're so expensive. Why are bar stools so expensive?
It's ridiculous.
I know, but they have a back, which I know we wanted. I wanted it to be comfortable because essentially that's our dining table. Like we don't have a dining table. So these are our chairs. So we're gonna get, I think, 4, kind of similar to our couch also. Awesome. I know, isn't that so cute? And that's where we want to do our honeymoon, which would be so cool. Yeah, these are gonna be nice. Come here. Hi. I like these guys. I know. Alright, Bradley and I just got to the gym. Definitely a little bit of a later one. It is 7:30. I usually like to train no later than like 3 p.m. That way I can get a good amount of caffeine in. But we have some legs to grow and some glutes to grow. So I have a glute day that I'm gonna knock out really quick. And then I have 30-minute post-lift cardio. So I'm mixing up just my yays and my creatine for the day. And then we're gonna knock out this leg day. Let's do it. guys, it's been a few days since I spoke to you last, but I wanted to round out the video with a little bit more complete of an apartment tour. We still have a little bit of a ways to go, but I am super excited with how everything has turned out. We feel settled in. It has been 3 days we've been living here, and I love it. I feel like we've gotten a lot done very quickly, and it's really just starting to feel like home, and I love it so much. So let's do a little apartment tour, shall we? So starting at the front, we have our island. We ended up getting these bar stools here, picked them up from Home Goods. Love them. I wanted something that was comfortable and something that had a back to it, and these are just, they're so comfortable. I've never sat on bar stools that are this comfy because essentially our island is our kitchen table, but this is a massive island, so I'm very happy with that. Got these placeholders and these cute little napkin rings. Found these, ignore my keys, but I thought this was super cute. This plant thing, it's like an artwork, like, you know, like handmade. Can't tell if it's supposed to be a flower vase. Somebody please let me know in the comments, because I tried to like shove some baby's breath in there and it obviously like goes this way. So I don't know. Am I stupid? Is that not a flower vase? Like, am I not supposed to put anything in there? I don't know. Anyways, and then I got these cute little salt and pepper shakers. Actually, Bradley found these, which was perfect. So we're going for that coastal theme. And then we have our candle here, TV stands. I got this little stand for Boo to scratch on, and I found this swan because my last name is going to be changing to Swan here shortly. I'm so excited. We do have our couch bed mode, I like to call it right now, which is so awesome for movies and everything like that. So that's why it kind of looks a little bit crazy right now, because obviously usually it's going to be 3 across, 1 here, and then like the ottoman. Above here, I just ordered 3 photos. It's actually Bradley and I's engagement photos that I just absolutely love because it was on the beach. So that, I think that's just going to add to that like coastal theme. So I'm going to add 3 vertical ones right here, and then we have our coffee table, which I love. That's what I was touching on, and this was one that I picked up from Facebook Marketplace, and it just, I feel like it just adds to the space so much and really gives it that coastal feel. Also ended up finding a runner that I love, tying in some of this blue. I have a coffee corner over here. Wanted to get like a little Lazy Susan type thing. We have our sugar-free coffee syrups here with all the labels. We have our frother, our coffee maker with the little teaspoon that I leave here, our beautiful sink. I have this to kind of dry dishes, which I absolutely love because I used to have like one of those fabric mats, and it's just, not a fan. I feel like I have like a weird thing with sponges and like loofahs and things like that, where it's like, okay, it's just absorbing all of like those germs, and I've never been a fan of it. I think like, I don't know, I've had that for the past few years in my college houses, and I'm just not a fan. So I love the little wire rack, and I feel like it looks cute like with our sink, and I don't know, it's just a little bit more sanitary, and then it like rolls away when I don't want it. It's super easy. A gift from Bradley's sister-in-law, and this was from the wedding. It says Swan on it, and it's a whiskey decanter. You can't really tell right now, but we'll fill it up. Then I ended up getting this Google Home that actually flips through photos of me and Bradley's engagement. I have to like play around. There we go. And it's so cute because I knew I wanted like a digital frame, but then I can ask it, you know, to set a timer or if I have a question. So I've been loving that. Then we have this little corner. You know me, I was doing my ingredient prep, so I have some asparagus prepped, but I thought this was super cute. Picked this up from the Magnolia collection at Target. Love her. Really loved bringing in like the navy blues, the light blues, cute little toaster. So I am just absolutely loving it. Let's go to the bedroom. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling. This is like so fun though. Still have a ways to go here. I don't want to say a ways to go. It's beautiful. But we have our nightstands. I picked up this light blue pillow here. That was from Target, the Magnolia collection as well. I want to get a light blue blanket, I think, to tie in more of that coastal. Maybe get rid of these brown pillows. I don't know if that's too dark. Of course, get like new sheets, so these will be white. And then I'm thinking putting like a long horizontal photo here. I got this little baby swan. We love her. And then I'm gonna, you know, do some decorations here. I think I want to print out like a couple vintage posters, like maybe vintage Ralph Lauren, something like coastal, like boats, that type of thing. I do have this big arch mirror that I think I want to put here. I honestly don't know where to put it. The closet is still definitely a work in progress. Boo is literally sitting in the corner because she loves it. But I have my gym clothes and stuff all in here. Bradley's clothes over here. So we're gonna work on organizing that, but I'm glad to see that everything is away. way. And then of course our beautiful, beautiful bathroom. I just love it. And our shower is just so amazing. I ended up finding like this little rug, which was so cute. This was on sale for half off at Target. And it's just this coastal because I had this runner here and it was obviously too small. Like if it was just the runner, and Bradley was like, well, we can add a bath mat. And I was like, I just thought that would look weird. Like if there was like a square bath mat here, you know, I was like, no, but we ended up finding this one and I feel like it's like the perfect size. I do need to get new towels. So if you guys have any recommendations of like towels, I went to Home Goods and like Home Sense and all these, and nothing really resonated with me. Like I wanted something that was nice, like maybe like a waffle knit or something really soft. I feel like white, I don't know, but I don't want them to be plain. I want them to be cute. Maybe I get something like monogrammed, I think would be really cute. And then just like simple white bath towels that just feel very like hotel luxurious. I don't know. If you guys have any advice for me there, I'm again all ears. That is pretty much the space. I do have my office as well, which is very much a work in progress. I was doing some free nutrition reviews. Obviously, I always link that in the description to my YouTube videos. So I was like working through that. I had a few client check-ins with the girls in my one-on-one online fitness program, working towards, you know, building lean muscle, losing fat. So it's really nice to have this space here. But yeah, this is where we're kind of like putting all of our boxes right now and our artwork that we got. Bradley actually found this, which I thought was absolutely beautiful. I would love if we can go to the Amalfi Coast for our honeymoon. So if we can swing it, that would be huge. So he found this, and I think this is just absolutely beautiful and brings so much color. And then I wanted some art that had like some character. So I found this little sailboat painting, literally from TJ Maxx or something like that. So cute. And then we have, I like to call this Boo's room, which is really funny. And then this is Boo's bathroom. It's not our guest bathroom, it's Boo's bathroom. Our litter box. And then I got this little like rug that'll help pick up the litter, and I thought it was kind of cute and like matched the vibe in here. And then we have this Tommy Bahama room spray. This thing which I think is just so adorable with this Ernest Hemingway quote that I just love. Super, super cute. That is a full apartment tour in all of its glory. Absolutely love our space, and I can't wait to get those photos printed and everything like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really wanted to wrap up with, you know, showing you guys what the apartment looks like. So thank you if you made it to the end, and I'm so excited to film so much more content for you guys in here and take you guys along with me for the rest of my bodybuilding prep series and what I'm doing leading up to show day, meals I'm eating, all that stuff. So we'll get back to the regularly scheduled content, but let me know how you guys like this, you know, more lifestyle focus of kind of seeing what we're doing. I know this is a very different video from what I normally do, but I appreciate all of you guys so much. So if you made it to the end, I would love it if you would subscribe if you haven't already, so you can keep up with me, and it supports me so much. And like the video if you enjoyed this, and be sure to connect with me on my socials, because I've been active on Instagram, on TikTok, on Snapchat, Alani on all of those, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!